In a bombshell update, the House Oversight Committee has released multiple pieces of evidence of Trump's correspondence with Epstein, including the poem contained within a female figure that Trump was so certain didn't exist, he literally threatened a $10 billion defamation suit. Well, one of the images released today was exactly the thing Trump denied existing, with the House Oversight Committee posting, "Here it is. We got Trump's birthday note to Jeffrey Epstein that the president said doesn't exist. Trump talks about a wonderful secret the two of them shared. What is he hiding? Release the files." And right there is the image that Donald Trump bet 10 million bucks didn't exist. And that's not the only one either. The House Oversight Committee also posted new page from Epstein's birthday book. Epstein had a longtime Mar-a-Lago member joking about selling a fully depreciated woman to Donald Trump for $22,500. In other words, it doesn't get much more on the nose than what we're seeing right now, which raises the obvious question, what are Trump and the White House going to do here? Well, they're going to do what anybody would do. They're going to own up to everything that's happening, admit to having perpetuated a cover-up, and have Trump come clean as far as his relationship with Jeffrey Epstein. I'm sorry, I'm just kidding. They're going to pretend that it's a hoax. Carolyn Levitt literally posted, "The latest piece published by the Wall Street Journal proves this entire birthday card story is false. As I have said all along, it's very clear President Trump did not draw this picture and he did not sign it. President Trump's legal team will continue to aggressively pursue litigation. Furthermore, the reporter who wrote this hatchet job reached out for comment at the exact same minute that they published his story, giving us no time to respond. This is fake news to perpetuate the Democrat Epstein hoax." And the other marching orders were along the same lines. Someone named Eric Doherty wrote, "Holy shit, the Wall Street Journal just published that letter President Trump sent to Epstein, and it's not even his signature. Defamation, pay up." Benny Johnson wrote, "The Wall Street Journal just released the letter they claim President Trump sent to Epstein. Is this really the best they could do? Trump has the most famous signature in the world. Time to sue them into oblivion." Someone named Nick Sorter wrote, "Holy crap, the letter to Epstein, which the Wall Street Journal claimed Trump signed, has been released, and the signature looks absolutely nothing like President Trump's real signature. President Trump is going to bankrupt Wall Street Journal." Charlie Kirk wrote, "Does the below from the Wall Street Journal look like his actual signature from the president? I don't think so at all. Fake." But you see, the problem is, it really does look like Donald Trump's signature. In fact, here's the Wall Street Journal's analysis of Trump's signature, and if the hill you're dying on is that these two images are not the same, then your mental gymnastics are so impressive you should join the US Olympics team in 2028. But the most pathetic part of all of this, at its core, is that so many people on the right are willing to debase themselves for a guy who is very clearly, in broad daylight, involved in a cover-up based on his involvement with a pedophile. Like, I'm sorry, but I cannot imagine waking up in the morning and deciding that today I'm going to help participate in the cover-up of a pedophile ring on behalf of someone who Epstein himself called his closest friend for 10 years. At what point, while running cover for pedophilia, do these people take a step back and just take stock of their lives? When they defiantly claim, by the way, that Donald Trump should sue, I agree. Trump should continue with this farce. He should continue to dig in. He should continue to claim that what we can all see with our own eyes somehow isn't real. He should continue to insist that he was definitely, totally not friends with this guy. Consider, too, that while Trump says that Epstein's files are a hoax, I have to ask, was it a hoax when Trump fanned the flames back when it was politically convenient on the campaign trail?
Bill Clinton.
Nice guy. Got a lot of problems coming up, in my opinion, with the famous island with Jeffrey Epstein.
You raised the question of Jeffrey Epstein in your remarks about in the Q&A.
Well, I think he's got a problem. I mean,
what do you think the problem will be?
I don't know, but that island was really a cesspool. There's no question about it. Just ask Prince Andrew. He'll tell you about it. The island was an absolute cesspool.
Or was it a hoax when Trump's cabinet members were fanning the flames to build their brands?
Everybody in politics has a vice that's much worse than alcoholism, is the way that I put it. But we
Release the list.
Seriously, we need to release the Epstein list. That is an important thing.
Who has Jeffrey Epstein's
Black Book?
Black Book?
FBI.
But who? That is that. I mean,
Well,
there's
that's under direct control of the director of the FBI. Just like the manifesto from the Nashville school shooting
Yes.
of the Catholic school.
Yeah.
We still haven't seen that, right? It's not the Nashville police or PD saying we don't want this out. The FBI airmailed into that operation and said this is not getting out. Because they do that because this is another government gangster operation. All these local law enforcement communities get funding from the DOJ and FBI for
Right.
local programs. And if you don't cooperate, you're not getting your $1 million for this, and you're not getting and that's a lot of money to these local districts.
Please do not let that story go.
What the hell are the House Republicans doing? They have the majority. You can't get the list? Put on your big boy pants and let us know who the pedophiles are.
Would you declassify the Epstein files?
Yeah, I would.
All right.
I guess I would. I think that less so because, you don't know it. You don't want to affect people's lives if it's phony stuff in there because there's a lot of phony stuff with that whole world. But I think I would.
This isn't about Epstein or 9/11 or JFK or RFK. It is, but it isn't. It's about a bigger thing. If you're lying about that, you're lying about everything. Who's on the Epstein tapes, folks? Who's on those tapes? Who's in those black books? Why have they been hiding it?
And this is something Donald Trump has talked about. The DOJ may be releasing the list of Jeffrey Epstein's clients. Will that really happen?
It's sitting on my desk right now to review. That's been a directive by President Trump. Everything's going to come out to the public. The public has a right to know. Americans have a right to know.
So it was real when Trump was exploiting the issue for votes, but now that the truth about the issue points to him, suddenly it's made up. Convenient, huh?
Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein? This guy's been talked about for years. You're asking, we have Texas, we have this, we have all of the things. And are people still talking about this guy, this creep? That is unbelievable. I don't do drawings, but I'm not a drawing person. I don't do drawings of women, that I can tell you. They say there's a drawing of a woman, and I don't do drawings of women.
So at this point, with the new news revealed that Trump is actively trying to bury information that would shed light on the truth about Jeffrey Epstein and his criminal associates, the Republican Party has a choice. We already know what's happening. So now, in the light of day, do you want to align yourself with the guy perpetuating the cover-up, or do you want to stay true to what you told your base when you were pandering for votes? The coming days will put on full display exactly who the Republican Party works for, although I think we can all give a pretty good guess as to what that answer is going to be. Before you go, if you enjoyed this content and you want to see more and support independent media, please subscribe to this channel. The subscribe button will be right here on the screen. But second, the reality is that we are now in a political environment where this administration can lean on any of the social media platforms to suppress certain voices if they don't like critical coverage. That means my longevity here is in the hands of a few tech billionaires who are already making it clear that they are willing to cater to this administration. To that end, signing up for my newsletter is a way for me to reach you directly if that ever becomes necessary. I'll put the link right here on the screen as well, so please sign up. It's free, but there's also an option to do a paid subscription if you'd like to support me and my team. I really appreciate it. Thanks so much for watching.